Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, the grand finale.
Good evening and welcome to the grand finale of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. We are looking forward to a fantastic evening which will culminate with the announcement of Mrs. Sri Lanka for Mrs. World. Tonight it will be a parade of talent, poise, grace, beauty and most importantly wit. It sure is going to be a tough competition between the beautiful contestants, but let's see who takes home the prestigious title. So stay tuned to Hi TV as we bring the excitement of the pageant right into your home. I have the evergreen Shivani Vedanayaka who has been involved in beauty pageants in the past. So Shivani, tell me about your victories.
I was also former Miss Sri Lanka for Miss Universe, and I won the Mrs. Sri Lanka in '99. This was held at the PEO Ch, and this was after 10 years. There was a break in the Mrs. World pageant from '89 to '99 because there was a name change. Earlier it was called Woman of the World. Now it's Mrs. World. So I won the pageant and I went to Jerusalem, Israel for the Mrs. World, and there were 48 countries that competed with me, and I was 4th runner-up.
I have Mrs. Nayana Karunaratne, who is a brand when it comes to the fashion industry in Sri Lanka. So tell me, how do you feel tonight?
Feel happy because this is a successful event that brought a lot of glory to Sri Lanka last year or year before, I think, no? And so well organized. I was there for the mini pageants costume parade, I think. So I hope it's a nice venue, nice evening, and I really hope it will be a very, very successful program. And whoever gets selected today will also try to do their best to bring glory to the country.
I have a pioneer in the Sri Lankan fashion and beauty industry, Mrs. Ramani Fernando. So how are you feeling tonight?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm also doing great and excited to be here. Yes, exactly. So what are your thoughts about the pageant?
Well, I think I have been seeing these girls quite a few times now, and I think they have come a long way, and we have some very good contestants, and I judge in the personality as well, and I found them, very personable and confident, and they have really evolved, and it's so good to see, young women like this, having a challenge like this, So I think we are in for a good show.
I have the very beautiful Dr. Shanika Arsukularatne with me. So Dr. Shanika, how are you feeling tonight?
Well, I'm excited because we have the world winner. So if we choose the right person, there's some hope that we might have it again. We'll win the crown again, hopefully.
All right, so what's your involvement in the pageant?
So I'm one of the judges in the panel tonight. So I'm really excited.
I have Gihan with me, who's attired in the national uniform, or rather a beautiful sarong and a shirt. And what are your thoughts about the pageant?
I'm excited to see it. My wife is one of the judges. I'm excited to see amazing married women, to see who really gets crowned. Last year we won, so fingers crossed that we'll at least have a equally good person. So looking forward to it.
I have with me right now the most beautiful Madhavi Anthony. How are you, Madhavi?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good too. So Madhavi, are you excited to be here at the Mrs. Sri Lanka pageant tonight?
Yes, very much I am. I have high plans, high hopes, what I'm going to see inside.
Being a married woman, do you have any special message that you would like to give to other married women?
Of course, I think all these women who are taking part in this competition, although one is going to win the crown, although the others, everybody is setting a standard. They're setting an example for all the women, all the ladies who are married with kids, without kids, single mothers, everyone, that you have to represent yourself and you have to wear yourself as if that is the best jewel you can ever find,
I have the super gorgeous Hiroshi Jazz Sena with me, looking beautiful as ever.
Thank you, and so do you, girl.
Thank you so much. So tell me, are you excited about the grand finale?
Previous years we did make a mark, and we have enormous potential in this. So it will be hopefully a celebratory night, and I'm totally looking forward to it.
So Indi, tell me, how do you feel about the total pageant?
Oh, I'm very excited to see what's happening today because it's a great title to have for the country to represent Sri Lanka globally. So we did that last year. Caroline brought like all the, so the reputation for the country. So let's hope it happens this time too, and we choose an amazing winner tonight.
Janik, how are you feeling tonight?
Great, thank you so much.
What do you think about the Mrs. Sri Lanka World pageant happening tonight?
Well, it's my first time coming, and I've heard a lot of good things, and I'm pretty excited to see what it's like. And after a long time being stuck at home and not really having a lot of events, seeing something like this coming up, it's nice to see.
With me right now is the evergreen Michael Vijaysurya, who is a pioneer in the Sri Lankan fashion and the beauty industry. So Michael, how are you feeling tonight?
Good, doing good, really good.
Were you involved in this pageant by any chance?
Actually, at inception, I met up with Chandimal and he wanted us to sort of assist him in doing something different this time. So I came on board with Ramani Fernando and trying to change a few things in the industry since, it's a comeback after just a little over a year also. So it's good to be back, and I'm doing the evening wear section for the pageant. So that's how it goes.
I have a power couple with me, Thanuja and Hasita. So are you guys excited to be here tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to seeing who's going to win it tonight. There's a lot of great girls in the lineup, so yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'm just here because I've been dragged here.
All right. Sometimes men are sort of backwards than women. Don't you agree?
Yes, definitely in our relationship, I'm the talker. He's just like, just likes to stand in the sidelines and just look good, look buff. That's what he does.
Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, the grand finale. In 1885, Sri Lanka made history when Mrs. Rusi Senanayake won the first Mrs. World title for the tiny island of Sri Lanka. In 2018, after Mr. Chandimal Jayasinghe became the national director of the Mrs. Sri Lanka World pageant, he changed the course of recent history with the Mrs. Sri Lanka pageant. At the first Mrs. Sri Lanka pageant as national director in 2018, Mrs. Sumudhu Prasadini won the title in Sri Lanka in 2018. In 2019, Caroline Jury won the Mrs. Sri Lanka 2019. Records were broken. History was rewritten as Caroline Jury won the Mrs. Sri Lanka 2019 event. For it was after 35 years, in 2020, that Caroline won the title of Mrs. World 2020 for Sri Lanka. In search of another beautiful lady, as Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, National Director Mr. Chandimal Jayasinghe, together with event producer Mr. Kavinga Pereira, present Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, the grand finale. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together in welcoming the organizers, three-time award winner for most popular actor in Sri Lanka and one of the finest TV personalities, the MD of Agnivak Events and event producer of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. Please welcome Mr. Kavinga Pereira. He is the second runner-up at Mr. Global Youth Ambassador International 2017. Winner Mr. Talent 2017 at Mr. Global Youth Ambassador International. The official choreographer of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. Mr. Rukmal Sena Naika. Up next, please welcome the director choreographer at Trithal Dance Studio and the dance choreographer of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, Mr. Asanga De Silva. One of the finest beauticians in Sri Lanka, the star behind the crowns, the one and only National Director of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, Mr. Chandimal Jaya Singha. Up next, please welcome the honorable judges for Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. Up next, a veteran of her craft, a teacher who sets the trend, one of the most renowned beauticians of our time. Please welcome Mrs. Ramani Fernando. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, please welcome TV talk show host, Best Actor in 2005 and Most Popular Actor in 2012, the charismatic Mr. Dhananjaya Sirivardhana. Up next, please welcome Miss Universe Sri Lanka in 2011 and Miss Asia Pacific in 2013. The multi-talented, versatile, the vivaciously stunning Stephanie Sirivardhana. Last but not least, please welcome social media sensation, the stunningly gorgeous Miss Sri Lanka 2017, Miss Christina Pires. Also, please welcome our next member of the jury, medical esthetician and medical cosmetologist, the director of Crystal Skin Clinic, Dr. Shanika Arsakularatna. Put your hands together, all the way from incredible India, the winner of Mrs. India World 2016, the gorgeous, the beautiful, the National Director of Mrs. India, Mrs. Mohini Sharma. Up next, please welcome the woman behind the living legend, the graceful, breathtaking Mrs. Madhimalar Muralidharan. Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. The Grand Finale World 2020. The Grand Finale.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finale of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. Tonight is a night that our top finalists have been preparing for months, weeks, and nights. Day and night they have been preparing to put out the very best on this platform tonight, with the hope of being crowned Mrs. Sri Lanka 2020.
ලෝක විවාහකරු රැජින තරඟාවලියේ ජාතික සංවිධායක චන්දිමාල් ජයසිංහන් ඔබ වෙත තිලින කරන ලෝක විවාහකරු රැජින 2020 ඒ අපූර්ව රාත්‍රිය පිළිගැනීමේ කතාව සඳහා කාවිංග පෙරේරාටයි ආරාධනය.
Good evening everyone, welcome to the Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020 Grand Finale. It's a great honor to be here today and do a speech like this, a very prestigious event, as event producer of Mrs. Sri Lanka 2020. Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020 is about the beginning. I welcome our chief guest, Mrs. Shuranthi Rajapaksha, for being here with us today. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. It's a real pleasure. Was a former Mrs. Sri Lanka, our guest of honor today, Mrs. Rosi Senanayaka, Mrs. World 1984, and Mrs. Jalani Premadasa, and Mrs. World 2020, Mrs. Caroline Julie, and 2018, Mrs. Sri Lanka, Sumandu Prasadini. Please welcome, and the strength and the power of this event, the national director of this event, Mr. Chandimal Jayasinghe, and all the invitees. Thank you very much for coming, and especially I would like to thank you very much all the sponsors to be with us today and believe in us to do this great event and success this event. As Agnimark event, we are trying to do the good and maximum event today. So please enjoy the night, and hopefully it's a great night tonight. Thank you very much.
The very first segment tonight of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, just like our Sangha mentioned, given prominence to the rich traditions of Sri Lanka, and it's the first look for tonight of the beautiful ladies, the finalists tonight. Let's kickstart the first segment, the Candian segment of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020.
The official choreographer of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, Mr. Rukmal Senanayaka. Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, the grand finale.
Well, you just witnessed the end of a very beautiful segment, giving first place and prominence to the rich tradition of Sri Lanka. And we cannot forget the amazing choreographer, Rukmal Sinanaika, hair and makeup by Ramani Fernando, jewelry by Vogue Jewelers, and the designer of this beautiful Kangyans was of course Naoma Vijayasekara. Asanga, we are moving into a very significant and historic moment tonight.
Yes. විශේෂයෙන්ම ඔබ කිව්වා වගේ Vogue Jewelers ආයතනය රනින් හැඩ කළා එම අපූර්ව අංගය. ඒ වගේම විශේෂයෙන්ම මතක් කරන්නට ඕනේ අපේ ශ්‍රී ලාංකීය මුදුන් මල්කඩ ලෙස අපි තාම ගෞරවයෙන් සිහිපත් කරපු හැමදාමත් සිහි ගන්වන පණ්ඩිත් WD අමරදේව පදනම විසින් එම ගීතය විකාශය කිරීමට අපිට විශාල දායකත්වයක් ලබා දුන්නා. නාද්‍රෝ රකිත ඔබවත් ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් සිහිපත් කරනවා. එමනම් අප සූදානම් වෙනවා තවත් සුවිශේෂ අවස්ථාවක් මේ වේදිකාවේ මවන්නට. ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා 35 වසරකට පසු ලෝක කිරුළ ශ්‍රී ලාංකීය නාමය ඉදිරියේ සටහන් කරන්නට හැකියාව ලැබුණු ජාතික අධ්‍යක්ෂවරයා රවීන රූපලාවන්‍ය ශිල්පියා 2020 ලෝක විවාහකරු රැජින ජාතික අධ්‍යක්ෂ චන්දිමාල් ජයසිංහන්ට යලි වේදිකාවට ආරාධනා කරනවා මේ සුවිශේෂ රාත්‍රියේ සුවිශේෂ මොහොතක් සනිටුහන් කරන්න.
The first Mrs. World from Sri Lanka and the current title holder of Mrs. World, also from Sri Lanka, joins with us on one platform, creating history tonight as we witness the grand finale of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. I have the pleasure and honor of inviting two beautiful and significantly effervescent ladies on stage to join with us, none other than Mrs. Rosie Sinanaika and Mrs. Caroline Jury on stage.
මේ දෙපළ වේදිකාවට පැමිණෙද්දී ඔබ අසුනින් නැගී සිට ගෞරවය දක්වමු අපේ ජාතිය අපේ රට ලෝකය ඉදිරියේ කිරුළු ගැන්වූ රෝසි සේනානායක මහත්මිය සහ කැරොලයින් ජූරි පැමිණෙන වේදිකාවට බොහොම සුවිශේෂයි. ඔබේ ගෞරවය ඔබේ අත්පොළ සන්නාදයට අපේ පහාරය අපේ ස්තුතිය.
Well, it's time that these two beautiful ladies on one stage be recognized this evening, and that is when a token, a memento will be presented by the current title holder of Mrs. World, Caroline Jury, to none other than the very first Mrs. World from Sri Lanka, to Rosie Sinanaika.
තිස්පස් වසරකට පසු තමන් ඉපදුණු භූමියේ කැරොලයින් ජූරි ඒ කිරුළ යලි ලබා ගන්නවා දරා ගන්නවා. ඒ නිසා රෝසි සේනානායක මහත්මියගේ සුරතින් කැරොලයින් ජූරිට එම සුවිශේෂ මතකය සනිටුහන් කරන්න කුසලානය ලබා දෙන මොහොත. බොහොම ස්තුතියි. අපි ඊටාම ගෞරවයෙන් 35 වසරකට පසුත් ඒ ගෞරවය ආදරය එහෙම්මම තියාගෙන රෝසි සේනානායක මහත්මියට ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා වචනයක් කතා කරන්න කියලා ඔබ සියලු දෙනාගේම අත්පොළ සන්නාදය ආදරය සමග.
First, let me acknowledge two very special ladies, our chief guests, the Honorable Prime Minister's wife, Madam Shiranti Wickramasinghe Rajapaksa, and the Honorable Leader of the Opposition's wife, Madam Jalani Jayawardena Premadasa. These two women are two women that I admire immensely. They're not only beautiful from the outside, they're also very beautiful from the inside. I just say this because I think I personally know both of them, even though I might be, the political spectrum that we are talking about might be different, and our political ideologies may be different, but we are women. And I like to acknowledge beautiful women who have done good work for humanity. I don't know, Christina, whether you know this. Madam Rajapaksa was in the final 7 of the Miss Universe when she took part in the Miss Universe. So she's a beautiful woman, like I said, from inside and also from the outside. Jalni Premadasa is a very personal friend of mine. She has so much courage, she's so beautiful, and she's so versatile. I have no words to describe these women. And I would like to acknowledge all the women that are here today in this audience, and very especially the beautiful women that just performed on this stage. They're absolutely gorgeous. I need to acknowledge the work and the tireless work that one single man single-handedly did. That's none other than Chandimal Jaisinghe. And I strongly believe that whilst looking at the lineup and also meeting you yesterday, that there are a couple of girls, and I feel that all of them can take the challenge of winning the next Mrs. World. Back to back, let's hope that we will have another Mrs. World. Thank you very much.
The next segment is Resort Wear, and this is of course choreographed by none other than Chula Padmendra and beautifully designed by Darshi Kirtisena. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to witness the second segment for tonight, Resort Wear at Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mrs. Sri Lanka from Mrs. World 2021. Please put your hands together for these lovely contestants in that swimwear.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
Violet in the beautiful sea. I choose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky.
You're a shooting star, I see a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky.
I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside your eyes. Tonight, you and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Thumbs rise to the universe as we moonshine and Mali. Feel the warmth, we'll never die. We're like diamonds in the sky.
You're a shooting star, I see a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside your eyes. Tonight, you and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shining bright like a diamond.
Beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, the grand finale.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing the top 20 finalists of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. A big round of applause. Beautiful evening gowns designed by none other than Michael Vijay Surya. And without much further ado, it's time for us to get into awarding the beautiful ladies with their respective mini titles. We have to find out who will be clinching these many titles. In order to do the honors, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Chandimal Jayasinghe to join with us for the presentation of many titles this evening.
තිලින ප්‍රධානය කිරීම සඳහා ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා මයිකල් විජේසූරිය මහත්මයාටත් ජෙරල් සොලමන් මහත්මයාටත් වේදිකාවට පැමිණෙන්න කියලා. ජයග්‍රාහකයන් වෙත තිලින ප්‍රධානය කිරීමට.
Mrs. Best in National Costume.
The winner of Mrs. Best in National Costume goes to contestant number 20, Mrs. Pushpika De Silva.
මේළඟට අපි ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා වේදිකාවට නර්තන ආචාර්ය චන්දන වික්‍රමසිංහයන් සමගින් අනුෂා දමයන්ති රංගන ශිල්පිනියට.
Mrs. Best in Talent.
The winner is contestant number 17, Mrs. Asha Basnaika.
ගෞරවයෙන් වේදිකාවට ආරාධනා කරනවා උපාලි අනුරසිරි මහත්මයාට සහ රැන්ඩි සෙනවිරත්නට වේදිකාවට පැමිණෙන්න කියලා ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් ඔයත් සන්නාදයේ සමග.
Mrs. Fitness.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Mrs. Fitness goes to contestant number 8, Mrs. Denali Ruan Patirana.
මේළඟට අපි වේදිකාවට ආරාධනා කරනවා හිරුෂි ජයසේන බෙනවියට සහ රිෂිනී වීරරත්න ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් පැමිණෙන්න වේදිකාවට.
Mrs. Best Smile.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Mrs. Best Smile goes to contestant number 19, Mrs. Nirmani Kaushalya.
ආරාධනා කරනවා වේදිකාවට සචිනී අයේන්ද්‍රා මහත්මිය සමග ජේක් සේනාරත්න මහත්මයාට.
Mrs. Best Figure.
The winner of Mrs. Best Figure goes to contestant number 7, Mrs. Shamila Doshla.
ඊළඟට අපි වේදිකාවට ආරාධනා කරනවා ශිරෝමි සමරදිවාකර සමගින් Dr. Zahra Zazi.
Mrs. Best Skin.
The winner of Mrs. Best Skin goes to contestant number 20, Mrs. Pushpika De Silva.
ඊළඟට ආරාධනා කරන වේදිකාවට භාගේශ්වරී ගුණසේකර මහත්මියටත් ලක්ෂාන් පෙරේරා මහත්මයාටත් ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් පැමිණෙන්න කියලා වේදිකාවට තිලින ප්‍රදානය කිරීම සඳහා.
Mrs. Congeniality.
The winner of Mrs. Congeniality goes to contestant number 13, Mrs. Nishadi Palihakara.
ඊළඟට ආරාධනා කරනවා බ්‍රයන් කර්කෝවන් මහත්මයාට සහ කමිල් හේවා පතුරන මහත්මයාට වේදිකාවට පැමිණෙන්න කියලා.
Best Model.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Mrs. Best Model goes to contestant number 20, Mrs. Pushpika De Silva.
ඊළඟට අපි ආරාධනා කරනවා කවදත් මේ කටයුතු වලට ශක්තිය ධෛර්යය දායකත්වය ලබා දෙන කැලුම් විජේසූරිය මහත්මයාටත් එවැගේම නීතිඥ හෙලනීඩි සිල්වා මහත්මියටත් පැමිණෙන්න කියලා වේදිකාවට.
Mrs. Personality.
The winner of Mrs. Personality goes to contestant number 16, Mrs. Tamali Jayavira.
ඊළඟට කැට්වොක් විශේෂඥවරිය චූලා පද්මේන්ද්‍රන් මහත්මියට තාම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා. ඒ වගේම රම්සි රහමන් මහත්මයාට තාම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා පැමිණෙන්න කියලා වේදිකාවට.
Mrs. Best Catwalk.
The winner of Mrs. Best Catwalk goes to contestant number 10, Mrs. Madhuri Sewandi.
ඊළඟට අපි ආරාධනා කරනවා දනුක කුමාරසිංහ මහත්මයාටත් අද 107 වන විවාහ සංවත්සරයේ සමරන ශෂිනී සිරිවර්ධන මහත්මියට පැමිණෙන්න කියලා වේදිකාවට.
Mrs. Photogenic.
The winner of the title, Mrs. Photogenic, goes to contestant number 16, Mrs. Tamali Jayavira.
අපි මීළඟට ආරාධනා කරනවා රවිදු ගමගේ මහත්මයාට සහ උපේක්ෂා පෙරේරා මහත්මියට පැමිණෙන්න කියලා වේදිකාවට තිලින ප්‍රදානය සඳහා.
Mrs. Best Hair Let's all put our hands together to the winner of Mrs. Best Hair goes to contestant number 12, Mrs. Jayani Veerasinghe.
ඊළඟට ආරාධනා කරනවා තිලින ප්‍රධානය සඳහා පියුමි හංසමාලි සමග මංචන පිරිස් මහතාට.
Mrs. Popular.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the mini title Mrs. Popular goes to contestant number 18, Mrs. Shivona Alexander. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all put our hands together for all the recipients of those respective mini titles this evening. Thank you very much.
අපිට හෙමනම් ඒ උණුසුම් ප්‍රතිඵලය ලබා දීමට අපි තාම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා 2020 ලෝක විවාහක රූරැජින ජාතික අධ්‍යක්ෂ චන්දිමාල් ජයසිංහ මහත්මයාට ඒ උණුසුම් ප්‍රතිඵලය අපිට දෙන්න කියලා. දැම්ම කඩමුනේ.
Okay, sure, no problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the results. So many months, weeks and days of tireless nights. We have the results to find out who will be going forward to the top 6. Plus, it's an international standard that within the top 6, there is one person who secures the next spot within the few names I'll be calling in a little while. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Sri Lanka World Top 6. The contestants are as follows. Let's all put our hands together to contestant number 16, Thamali Jayavira. The next contestant to go forward this evening is contestant number 17,
Aisha Basnaika.
The next contestant number 20,
Pushpika De Silva.
The next contestant who secures yet another spot here at Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020 is contestant number 7,
Shamila Dushla.
The next contestant to go forward this evening is contestant number 8,
Dinali Nyomal.
And the next contestant is contestant number 15,
Shashika Pereira.
Here we have the top 6. But based on the guidelines, we have the next contestant too who adds to go forward in the list this evening here at Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, the grand finale. We have within the top 6, the most popular, who was awarded none other than contestant number 18,
Shivona Alexander.
Let's all put our hands together to the rest of the contestants who worked really hard and put out their very best this evening.
Lalina, Lelina, Matashobha Paya, Diluna, Ruva Vehila, Upama, Navuna, Sandaseya Asha, Lalana, Tarupayala, Sitina, Gatina, Lasiseya Sara, Teudu, Varulang Vila, Mevena, Nivena, Igiseya Mana, Dulu, Silivehena, Vehe, Sina, Seya Mava, Ruvarshava Se Esina, Nere Pura, Asha Gena, Rusandya Vedeuru Kata.
It's time for us to move into a Q&A session. The contestants won't be hearing the question. What's your perception of the role of women in today's society?
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for the question. Actually, I think a woman is a role model to everyone because she plays multiple roles in her life. A mother, a daughter, sometimes a businesswoman. I am personally a mother of 2 daughters, and I'm a loving wife, and I'm of course a sportswoman. I think in our country, so many women have ruled the country, so we have to respect them as well. By looking at the world also, we can see a lot of women who are in the front line. So I think women plays multiple roles in day-to-day life.
ඔබට ලැබෙන ප්‍රශ්නය. වර්තමාන සමාජය තුළ කාන්තාවගේ භූමිකාව ඔබ දකින්නේ කෙසේද?
සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් පැමිණ සිටින සියලුම දෙනාට. මම හිතන්නේ ලෝකයේ ඉන්න අතිශය සුන්දර බල සම්පන්නම කෙනා තමයි කාන්තාව කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒ වගේම වර්තමාන කාන්තාව ගැන ගත්තොත් ඉස්සර කාන්තාව නිවසට කොටු වෙලා හිටියා. නමුත් අද වෙනකොට කාන්තාව ජාත්‍යන්තර තලයටම ගිහිල්ලා ඇයගේ දස්කම් පෙන්වලා තියෙනවා. හැකියාව පැත්තෙන්, ඒ වගේම උගත්කම පැත්තෙන්, ඒ වගේම ඇයගේ ජීවිතයේ ස්වාධීන තීරණ ගන්න පැත්තෙන් ඇය ඉහළ තැනක මම දකිනවා. ඒ වගේම කියන්න ඕනේ ලෝකයේ උත්තරීතරම මාතෘත්වය කිරුළ හිමි කරගෙන තියෙනෙත් ඇය. ඒ වගේම රටේ සංවර්ධනයට ඇය යෝධ බල කණුවක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ ගැහැණිය තමයි, කාන්තාව තමයි, වර්තමාන කාන්තාව තමයි මේ ලෝකේ ඉහළම තැන ඉන්නේ. මම හිතන්නේ ඇය අසාමාන්‍යයි, අද්විතීයයි. ස්තුතියි.
This is your question. What's your perception of the role of women in today's society?
I want to thank all the judges for choosing me for the final 6. I hope you all having a good time. Yes, the perception of a woman in today's society is very, very important. We play a very big part in our lives, starting from giving birth to babies, looking after them, loving, caring. Yes, in today's world, and while doing all this, we are also able to work, follow our dreams, careers. So I think women today are very strong, and we play a very big part in our society. Thank you.
This is your question. What's your perception of the role of women in today's society?
Thank you very much, dear judges, for that interesting question, and I hope you all are having a good time. Hi, everyone. To answer this question, I believe that the modern woman is a hybrid, so to speak. She has to fulfill multiple roles in society. She has to be a homemaker, a mother, a wife, as well as fulfill her responsibilities in an economic sense as well. So I believe fulfilling all of those responsibilities together makes her a stronger person. I believe that the modern woman is an amazing creation, and that she can fulfill any task that is given to her to the best of her ability.
වර්තමාන සමාජය තුළ කාන්තාවගේ භූමිකාව ඔබ දකින්නේ කෙසේද?
ස්තුතියි හැමදෙනාටම. වර්තමාන සමාජය තුළ කාන්තාවට තියෙන තැන කිව්වොත් මම දකින්නේ මේ වෙනකොට ඉහළ තැනක් තියෙනවා. මොකද කාන්තාව දිනෙන් දින දියුණු වෙමින් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ හැකියාවලින් දක්ෂතාවලින් ඉදිරියට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ වගේම ඒ තැන අපි හැමෝම ගන්න සෑහෙන මහන්සියක් වෙනවා. අපේ දක්ෂතාවලින් අපිට දීලා තියෙන මේ ඒ ලස්සන උපයෝගී කරගෙන කාන්තාව ගොඩක් දුරට හැමෝටම ආදර්ශයක් වෙන විදිහට රටත් ලෝකයක් ලස්සන කරන්න කාන්තාව ඉදිරියට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මම හිතනවා කාන්තාවට ඉහළම තැනක් මේ වෙනකොට අද සමාජයේ ලැබිලා තියෙනවා කියලා. ස්තුතියි.
What is your perception of the role of women in today's society?
Good evening to you, distinguished panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen. My perception of women in the present is they are multitasking, they are very educated, strong, confident. Once they are a mother, sister, and with all that they take many positions in the society to make it a better one. Women is the origin of this world as well as present and future. On top of all, women is the essence of love. Thanks.
Well, this is your question. What is your perception of the role of women in today's society?
She should be a role model who shows the world what sharing, caring, and loving is all about. And she should truly believe that we make life of what we give and stand for the needy people. I always followed my mother. She's my guiding angel ever since I was born. Women are the only people without getting any salaries, and their commitment is so immeasurable and incomparable.
Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020, the grand finale.
Without much further ado, let's find out the shortlisted top 3 contestants. In no particular order, I will be reading out. Securing the first within the 3 is number 17.
දැන් අවසාන තිදෙන අතරට මේ ළඟ වාසනාවන්තිය තරඟ අංක ටිකක් අමාරු විදිහට මේ ඉලක්කම ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. තරඟ අංක 8.
Two contestants have been selected. Who do you think is going to be the next contestant, the lucky one to secure the final spot in the top 3? Is none other than... Let's all put our hands together for number 20. Shall we put our hands together louder, ladies and gentlemen, for the top 3 contestants here at the grand finale of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020.
Top 7 වෙනුවෙන් තරගයක් ලබා දුන් ඉතාම උණුසුම් තරගයක් ලබා දුන් අපේ අනෙක් තරගකාරයන් 4 දෙනාට සිව් දෙනාට ඉතාම ආදරණීය අත්පොළ සන්නාදයක් ලබා දෙමින් අපි ඒ අයට සමු දෙනවා මේ තරගාවලියේදී second runners up වෙනුවෙන් ත්‍යාග ප්‍රදානය කිරීම සඳහා ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් වේදිකාවට පැමිණෙන්න කියලා ශ්‍රී ලංකා ප්‍රජාතාන්ත්‍රික සමාජවාදී ජනරජයේ ගරු විපක්ෂ නායක සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුමන්ගේ ජලනී ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිනියට ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් එන්න කියලා වේදිකාවට ඒ වගේම විශේෂයෙන්ම කියන්නට ඕනේ 2020 ලෝක විවාහක රූ රැජින තරගාවලියේ ජාතික අධ්‍යක්ෂවරයා චන්දිමාල් ජයසිංහ බෙසියලු දේ කරද්දී ඔහු පසුපස දැවැන්ත සෙවණැල්ලක් ලෙස කටයුතු කරන චාන්දනී ජයසිංහ පාත්මිය ඔහුගේ දයාබර සොයුරිය යෝධ ශක්තිය සෙවණැල්ල ඒ වගේම මේ තරගාවලිය වෙනුවෙන් අපට විශාල ශක්තියක් ලබා දුන්නු අපේ අනුග්‍රාහක ශක්තිය ලබා දුන්නු තරංග කුරේ මහත්මයා ඒ වගේම පසුගිය තරගාවලියේ මේ තිලින ලබන්නට සූදානම් වෙන තෙවන ස්ථානය second runners up ජයග්‍රහණය කරපු ආශිකා මතසිංහට ආරාධනා කරන ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් වේදිකාවට පැමිණෙන්න කියලා.
Asanga, we need the result of the second runner-up this evening, and that is when I would like to invite Mr. Chandimal Jayasinghe to hand over the official result for the position of the second runner-up here at the grand finale of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. 3 beautiful, versatile, energetic ladies battling it out for one title here at the grand finale of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. Let's find out.
ගැස්ම වැඩි වෙනවා ජොයල්.
That's right. Let's find out the second runner-up of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. We have the result. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to the second runner-up of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020 is none other than number 8. Put your hands together louder, ladies and gentlemen. The second runner-up is number 8.
Tajiton. Tajitona. Tajitona. Tajit. Tajitona. Jitona. Tajitona. Tajit. Tajitona. Jitona. Tajitona.
ත්‍යාග ප්‍රදානය සඳහා ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා 2020 ලෝක විවාහක රූරජන තරගාවලියේ ජාතික අධ්‍යක්ෂවරයා ප්‍රවීණ රූපලාවන්‍ය ශිල්පී චන්දිමාල් ජයසිංහන්ට වේදිකාවට පැමිණෙන්න කියලා මේ රටේ කාන්තාව වෙනුවෙන් විශාල පරිත්‍යාගයන් රැසක් කරපු දියණියන්ට බොහෝ ආදරය කරන ශ්‍රී ලාංකීය ප්‍රජාතාන්ත්‍රික සමාජවාදී ජනරජයේ අතිගරු අග්‍රාමාත්‍ය මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ මැතිතුමන්ගේ මැතිනිය ශිරන්ති රාජපක්ෂ මැතිනියට ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා මේ වටිනා වේදිකාවට එන්න කියලා. මේ වේදිකාව ඔබට අලුත් තැනක් නෙවෙයි. මම හිතන්නේ ඔබ මේ ශාස්ත්‍රයට බොහෝ ආදරය කරන ආදරණීය කෙනෙක්.
I also have the honor of inviting on stage Mrs. Rosie Sinanaika.
රෝසි සේනානායක මැතිනියට ආරාධනා කරනවා වේදිකාවට පැමිණෙන්න කියලා. එවගේම 2018 තරගාවලියේ විවාහක රූ රැජින කිරුල පලන් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ජයග්‍රාහිකාව සුමුදු ප්‍රසාදිනී අපේ තරගකාරයන් දෙදෙනා පැමිණෙන්න වේදිකාවට.
Let's all put our hands together to the top two finalists who's walking up on stage. Well, we don't have the results as yet. But nevertheless, these two beautiful ladies who said that they're already winners have so much of tension going inside them. Let's wait and see who clinches the title of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020.
මහිතන්නේ ප්‍රතිඵල ව්ලේඛනය අප වෙත ලැබෙනවා. චන්දිමාල් ජයසිංහන් මේ වගකීම් සහගත ලිපි කවරය ලබා දෙනවා ජොයිල් ඔබට.
The results we have been waiting for. Without much further ado, it's time for us. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020 goes to none other than contestant number 20. Congratulations. It's the moment she's been waiting for, Sri Lanka has been waiting for. Yet another eventful and significant event put together by great people. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining with us here at the grand finale of Mrs. Sri Lanka World 2020. And congratulations to our winner,